for people to jump in. And we'll see what's going on. Oh my god. What's up with those crypto bots coming in and asking the same question 24/7? Like, wow. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. How are we doing? How are we doing? There we go. Everything's launching. I don't want to do that. We're good. It is definitely a freeing experience. Your hair will hold trauma. That's important to remember. Your hair holds a lot of experiences, and if you're having a hard time releasing things, definitely cutting your hair is the way to go. It can definitely help you with that. Some people do it for ego death. I'm not that attached to things, so I wouldn't really get like an ego death experience from that. But some people do, and that's pretty cool. But I'm glad that you feel free with cutting your or shaving your hair, because honestly, it definitely does add a layer. And welcome in everyone else. Welcome in. I'm getting set up. I'm a little exhausted, but we're fine and we're good and we're having a good time. I'm just tired. I decided not to take a nap. I decided not to take a nap. Mainly because I have sugar cookies and a bunch of water, so I don't really want to sleep or take a nap. I've also been getting the call to come on live, so I gotta do that. I wanted to do that first before I take a nap. Well, welcome in everyone, welcome in. Does anyone need a 2-card pull before I jump in this reading? Because once I jump in the middle of this, it may be difficult for me to look at the chat. So we'll run that out real quick. I got you, Tiger Butterfly. I got you. All right. I got it. Let's go. Let's go. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, I've been waking up a lot earlier than usual, which is good. Really, really good. So I can't complain, but it does make me a little tired during the day. I just have to adjust to it. So we got Tiger, we got Jessica, we got Mystic, we got Dove, we got Melanie. Henry, did you want one? Oh my lord. I'm glad I asked that beforehand. I would have been halfway through the reading and getting confused all of a sudden. I got you, no worries. Alright. Let's go down the list. Let's go down the list. We might not do a collective reading depending on how many people need this. It doesn't really matter either way. I'm happy just to be here. So for Tiger, you had the 3 of Swords as the first card. Be aware of any sort of thoughts that are, hurting you, making you feel down, that may be draining you. Be careful of that at this time. There are some certain thought forms. Maybe you just connecting with your mind a little bit more, trying to connect deeper with yourself, and certain thoughts are coming up and they're a little bit too heavy. That doesn't mean to push through it. If they're too heavy, drop them for a minute, allow yourself to really recuperate and work on what you can. But right now, it's like you might be dealing with some heavy thoughts. This heavy thoughts could be about connecting with someone or doing something new, starting something new, however, but just be careful of those thoughts being there. Because you're not really seeing something as clear as you could at this time. There's a better way of looking at something. There's a better way of moving through something. So really be aware of that right now, moving forward. Other than that, just be sure to rest a little bit when it comes to the thoughts, when it comes to you thinking. Just rest a little bit with it. Allow yourself to just soothe into it. If certain things are too hard to think about, this could even be for like shadow work. If something into shadow work that you're trying to do is too hard right now, don't force yourself. Just allow things to come naturally. Now we have Jessica next. I'll get you. My finger is actually done. It's actually fully healed. I just have to have this on because there's a part of my skin exposed right now, and I don't want to get that infected again. But my finger no longer is in any form of pain, and I'm so happy for that. But let's jump in for Jessica. What's going on with you? Yeah, that would definitely explain it. If your ex is that close by, that can definitely explain like the overthinking and stuff. Just even if you do end up seeing them, remember that it's up. If you don't acknowledge them, they won't be a part of like an issue for you. You have every right to not talk to someone, even if they do see you. It doesn't matter, right? It's your life, and you can do those things. It's not rude to keep yourself in a boundary. It's not rude to hold yourself really tight to a boundary for your own like mental or emotional state. Like, don't worry about that. Sometimes we need to be told those things because sometimes it can definitely feel the opposite way. But just remember that moving forward, definitely. But Jessica, your first card is Justice. There's something that you seem to be doing correct. There is a balancing of the scales. There's something about the way you're thinking about something. You're very balanced at this time, regardless. So remain in that energy. It's very interesting. And this is that'd be 11-12. I mean 11-2. Yeah, so there is like a balance. There's a balance in with this energy. It feels very nice. Definitely if you haven't been, keep your third eye pretty sharp, do some third eye crown meditations. Regardless, you seem to be very balanced at this time. Your conscious self isn't really expanding too much, and your thoughts are being led by the divine. Yeah, and it's like, okay, so this is good with the Hangman reverse. Even this is an interesting read. Justice to the Hangman. With the Hangman, you might feel like you're stuck. You might feel like you need to do something more, but deep down, you know that you don't actually have to. There's this like, I guess I'm gonna call it like the slow lane. Like there's this time for like slowing down for you almost. Like I don't know. It's very interesting because with the Hangman, it's like you're stuck, but with Justice coming up before that, it's like you're balanced. Like you're very much on the right path. You're just like in limbo almost, but like in an uplifting limbo. Like there's not much you can do. There's nothing that you can really change at this moment, but that doesn't bother you, or it shouldn't bother you. So be aware of that. Oh my god, where are my mods at? Goodness gracious. You can just like click off my channel if it bothers you that much. Holy shit. Like, golly. I didn't know that was being spammed until I looked at the chat and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is this, like, bro, chill out. Like, go outside. I'm not gonna give you attention. Go somewhere. go bother your mom or your dad. Don't bother me. I'm the wrong person. Anyway, we have Mystic next. Let's see what's going on with Mystic. Let me get these into different piles real quick before I do another read. It's just crazy today, bro. It's just crazy today. So, Mystic, your first card is the Tower Reverse. Be careful of trying to overwork or doing something in a different way. Right now, with it being in reverse, you're not doing something in the wrong way. You're really following with the divine. But be careful not to lose your balance is what I'm really getting with this. Because with the tower, I mean, confirmation with those horns too. Don't lose your balance, because right now you're walking with the divine. You're not doing anything too much. You're not overextending. If you feel like you have been, you haven't been. But take this as a warning to be sure not to overextend at this point moving forward. Be very be very aware of taking extra steps that aren't necessary right now. Again, it's like the energy like today, like right now at least, feels very calming and like relaxed. Just in general. So right now, just very be careful of that. Focus on your crown heavily, because you focusing on your crown, especially if you have been focusing on your crown or your heart space. That's what's really leading you forward in this time. Keep that intense focus on there. And again, if there are feelings of feeling like you can't do something or all these things, you can. This also might relate, especially with the Nine of Swords being out here now. This might have been like a recent, idea or a recent failure that you might have went through. But at the end of the day, you haven't necessarily had a great fall. There was part of you that didn't put enough effort into it to really backhand you. In that sense, I guess that's the right term to use. But right now, you might be feeling a bit of distress because of that. Don't let the distress beat you up. You might have, you know what I mean? Like you might have made a misstep on something, but it wasn't detrimental. So right now, just really focus on moving forward slowly. Focus on moving forward with more intent of letting the divine take the next step. Like if you're already moving forward with something, allow the divine to come in and take the next step, because you don't have to do it all by yourself. This also could just be overwhelming because you have a lot of choices to take now. Like maybe something didn't work out, and now you're seeing a bunch of pathways to go down. Be slow when choosing that, and allow the divine to help you. Pay attention to your dreams as well. You may be having dreams at this time, or just visions or daydreams, or however, that are going to lead you down the right path, or showing or give you a certain feeling to know what you need to do. So pay attention to that aspect of yourself right now. That'd be a very good thing. And be careful of saying that you can't do something or something's not going to work out. Keep a positive mindset. I think that's going to be one of the challenges that you're going to be going through for a while. Is just kind of keeping that positive mindset, especially if you have had like a fall recently, or thinking that something isn't working out or anything like that. Just really focusing on that, and not letting those sort of thoughts deter you into a path that you're not wanting to go down would be the way. All right, we have Dove, Henry, Melanie. I don't know if anyone else needs one. I'll have to scroll down and check. But let's get Dove real quick. See what's going on with Dove. What's going on? And welcome in everyone that's joining in the chat. I would be talking to y'all, but I'm busy cranking out these 2 card reads real quick. But let's see what's going on with you, Dove. What's going on with you? Whoa. I can't shuffle again. Nice. My finger's getting in the way. So let's see here. So Dove, your first card is the Ten of Swords. You might be overthinking. There's definitely a self-sabotage kind of happening with these thoughts that you're having. You might feel like you're not doing enough, or that you can't do enough, or have there's just a lot of thoughts that are kind of keeping you away from your feelings, from your emotional self. So be very careful of that. Be very, very careful of that. If that is something you're going through as well, take time for rest. Take time to clear your mind. Take a bath. Get some lavender in your system. Really undetense yourself at this time. Yeah, with strength. Because again, there's something where like these thoughts are beating you down almost. Or you're only feeling stuck in a certain situation, or in a place, because these thoughts are bearing down on you. Really allow yourself to have victory and success over them. Really nurture your thoughts, especially if this is like a panic mode that you're in, kind of stressing out about a next step or a next new venture. Just allow yourself to know that everything is going to work out. Move with the divine. Call on who you need to call on to help and support you at this time, but really gain more control over that mental realm, so you're not as like all over the place. And if it is stress, take time to relax, take time to step away from what you're seeing so you can come back at it later with a bird's eye view and truly see what's going on with it. And then we have Henry next. We'll get Henry, and then we'll see what's going on with that. And then Melanie, and if anyone else has one, I will do those as well. So Henry, what is going on in your energy? What's going up with you? What do you need to know right now? And we'll see what's going on. So the Four of Pentacles, you may be holding on to something too tightly due to time, due to things moving on around you. Be aware of this. Don't constrict yourself. Don't limit yourself at this time. But it does seem like you have a grip on something that doesn't necessarily need to have such a tight grip. Really allow yourself to move back and de-stress. Allow yourself to just let go of things so you're able to gain more at this time. Yeah, definitely. Because with the Page of Swords, there's something about the way you're thinking. You're running with your thoughts, and your thoughts are helping you move forward. But there's this energy of like whimsical. It's like a whimsical energy. It's not necessarily naive, but it's like the only reason why you're holding on to something is almost due to like a past being, a past cycle, or like again, like dealing with matter and time. Oh, you know, I can just hold on to this for now and then it won't be a bother. But it's also like you might be over cumbersome at this time because of that. These could be ideas, thoughts. However, be very aware of that at this time, and be sure to release some things that are no longer serving you. And thank you so much for that, Dove. I greatly love that. And truly. You have a beautiful day as well. Sorry, I'm not, again, apologies for those who are popping in. I'm not talking the chat. I got these things to bust out. But I do kind of see the chats on my phone a little bit. When I get done with these, I'm able to see the laptop chat. Everything will go a little bit smoother for y'all. Apologies for that. But I do appreciate every one of y'all. Appreciate love. I'll get it right. For all y'all being here at this time. Truly and wholly. Let's go. All right, we have Melanie. Okay. And then I seen someone else. They had a pink profile that said they wanted one. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go down and look for that for you as well. I didn't see your name, unfortunately. I just seen the color. So we have Melanie. I don't know if we're gonna do collective reads. If we're just gonna do this, I think we just might do 2 card pulls. We might not do collective reads. It depends. That don't bother me though. I'm happy to do whatever. I'm just observing. All right, so Melanie, let's see what's going up in your energy. Let's see what's popping around. Let's see what's going on. So we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Right now, there's some form of effort that isn't necessarily going forward. Don't press too much at this time. Allow whatever has kind of fallen off to fall off at this time. It feels like dead weight almost, or it just feels like dead weight. But it's something to do, especially with the Black Horse, to deal with this feeling space. Which I guess is why I kind of said dead weight. I didn't really realize it till now. But it's like this conscious, rational self, it has been almost growing around in circles, making you see something in one way, in one format. And it's dying off because something on the physical is giving you that mirrored response of saying, hey, don't do this anymore. This isn't the right thing to do anymore. So allow whatever is falling out of your life at this time to kind of fall out. Yeah, with the Tower even. You didn't do anything wrong. Things are just rebuilding at this time. There's a new way of doing something. There's a new outlook. There's a new energy coming in. And something needed to be let go of. You might not have known this thing needed to be let go of, or you might not have known how to let go of it. So it's like the divine, the universe is just going in and letting you go, letting it go for you, basically, is what I mean to say. Not let go of you, but letting it go for you. So really pay attention to that. Really pay attention to what's moving forward. Really pay attention to what's falling off of you, what's kind of falling away off of your life at this time, even if it's people, places, things. However, let them be and focus on new goals. Focus on the new things while you're moving forward. And then we have A lot of deleted messages. a lot of deleted messages. And thank you, Henry, for the donation. I seen someone else who where did you go? There you are, Lynn. Hold on, I gotta go scroll down a little bit before I do that. Never mind. I don't know what that person's talking about. But that's okay. Let me scroll back up to who needed their reading. If you're okay, you still are here. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Lynn, I'm gonna get you. And then if anyone else needs one. Now is a good time to type if anyone else needs a 2 card because everything has slowed down enough for me to see. But let's do this real quick. Am I taking time to nourish myself? I am. Today has just been a busy day though, so I'm just in a work mode, unfortunately. But I've been taking time to nourish myself. I ended up getting some food today, so that was good. It was like snacks. I'll be honest, it wasn't like anything grand. It was just like a snacks. I let myself have a lazy day. I usually don't drink soda, but I got one of those. I got like a bunch of sugar cookies again. I went down to the lobby and got some more sugar cookies because they're free. So I did that. I've been taking care of myself. I really am going to take a nap after this stream is done. However long it takes, I don't care. But I'm gonna take a nap after that. After this, for sure. That is my only plan I have. But let's get Lynn real quick. So Lynn, your first card is the King of Wands reverse. There's an idea that you have that isn't quite matured yet. So don't worry about moving forward with it so quickly right now. It needs some more planning. It needs some more thought form. It needs some more forward movement. It needs more fuel. And right now, the fuel needs to come from these feelings, and you need to digest these feelings and put them into more of a thought. But right now, really just pay attention to the grand idea because it is one that can work. It's just not matured yet. It still needs more work. It needs more effort put into it. And then we had the Page of Swords. Again, the beautiful card to come after this. Really look at the plane with new eyes. Look at what you're trying to do with new eyes. Have a fresh new identity with whatever you're trying to bring forth so you can actually reap the benefits from it and not overwork or be burnt out all these times. So really look at that and pay attention for that because it's just like it's an immature idea. It's not immature does not mean bad or stupid, by the way. Obviously, it needs more work. It needs some more credentials to it. But other than that, just pay attention to new thought forms. Look at it from different angles and build up around it at this time, and everything shall at some point move forward. I'm still living in a hotel. You haven't missed much. I'm still in a hotel. And yeah, Destiny, I can get one for you. I got you, Destiny. I'm glad you had a great day with your daughters as well. That is that is good. I'm glad. Well, hell yeah, I'm glad you moved into your apartment. That's awesome, honestly. I'm glad to hear that. Congratulations. Hopefully everything goes well in the apartment too. I know I have one in mind. I'm just trying to get the money. That's about it. Other than that, that's what I'm waiting on. So I'm just kind of book it out. Damn. Yeah, the hotel here, the people, like, they're really nice. And we've been working some things out. I can't really talk about it, but we've been working some things out. And things have just been going a lot smoother. This place is like really nice. Like everyone's family. Basically everyone that works here is a female, and I have like 12 moms that are all like making sure that I'm okay. Everyone, like, I go down there and I'll talk to them sometimes when I'm bored, and like it's like a family. I really enjoy it here, so I can't really complain too much. But Destiny, your first card is the Knight of Pentacles upright. So there is something moving on. There is a phase that you have completed, probably with you going out with your daughters and having that good time. There's something on the physical that can grow more. And with the Black Horse, it is dealing with emotions. It's dealing with the feeling state. So pay attention to relationships or things on the physical growing for you at this time. And then the Star, because it's going to be something that's nourishing you. There's like a higher wisdom. There's this release of stress, this release of burden that's happening. Seeing a better light of situations, of even yourself or just in general. So really ride this wave all the way home, and allow this energy to carry you throughout, because there's a new thing that's going to happen. After this Knight of Pentacles is the final, this is the final card within the all suits. It's going to go back to the Ace of Wands after this. So really pay attention to what ideas you're going to be faced with after moving forward. Really pay attention to how the realm around you is going to speak to you today in the heightened energy that you're in. And don't really worry about taking any sort of action. You are being carried around by that horse, by the divine, by the feminine. So allow your feelings to really guide you today. If you're feeling like doing something else today that just feels really good to do, be sure to do that, you know. But that's what it's going with today. Yeah, I got really lucky for this motel. But yeah, I believe that is everything. If anyone else needs a reading, speak now, or wait like 20 minutes. Because we're gonna jump into the collective here soon. And then what should we do for Anubis since she helped you? Black and gold. Anything black and gold really helps. Anubis really likes that. Earthy scents, myrrh. I can't remember what the fuck that's called. You can use sandalwood as well. Sandalwood's another thing. But just, you know, anything black or gold. If you have like an altar, you can do like a black and a gold cloth. You can even just really write like a letter. Okay. You could even write a letter if you need to, and put it on an altar, and put it towards Anubis, you know, saying thanks. Doing things of that nature can help. If you have like this one's a bit of a weird one, because not everyone is comfortable doing it, and not really everyone has one. If you have like a graveyard near you, or like on the side of the road, if you see a grave, if there's trash around it, you can pick that up, and that also helps. So that's the best thing you can do, Jennifer. Ignore all the drama. Just focus on yourself. I used to live next to a cemetery. It was a very, very fun thing. It was a little tiny one. Also, having a goons altar is nice. I haven't really talked to many people who have like those types of altars. I did. I used to not talk to, but I used to follow oh my god, an Obatala priest, and they were fucking cool. African spirituality is gonna have a soft spot in my heart. I will always talk to Oya if I need. I will always talk to Abatula if I need to. I will always I forgot. Oh my god. Elegua. I'll talk to Elegua too. If I need, if they pop up, I gotta talk to them. It's just how it is. Yeah. Okay. That's actually really cool. That's actually really cool. Your researchers don't let you go into the cemeteries. I completely overstandable for that. I completely get that. Sometimes it happens. Oh, word, awesome. I'm selling some tarot cards on Facebook Market, and someone just asked me about one of them. What was the one they just asked? The Ascension Tarot. Okay, I'll put this here as a reminder. But yeah, you should be able to add Anubis to your altar without them getting crazy or getting upset. Because a lot of times, because like at least with the way that in my knowledge to it, the way that we work, they don't seem to really get mad at me working side to side with them and the Egyptian ones. They kind of have the same almost like spiritual entangleability, a little bit, not majorly, but they can kind of like cross fade into each other. So I don't really get like an issue with it because I would pray to like some of the Egyptians like Sekhmet, Anubis, and Ra, Horus, and then I'll throw in like Elegua and the Oya. Oh my God, what is it called? I can't remember. You're gonna have to forgive me. The Ifa prayer. The Ifa prayer. I throw them in with them sometimes, and they don't really seem to like get mad at each other or like up in arms, which is really interesting. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like I've noticed that, like for me having the past in this stuff too, like it's like I have a huge major past in Egyptian lineage, and then the African goddesses and gods have the Oshuns especially have been like up on me recently. Like the past like 7 months have been really trying to contact me, and I was kind of nervous too at first because I'm very aware of how ancestors can be. Whenever some of them don't like each other, shit can go crazy real quick. So I was a little nervous with working with them, but everything's gone really smooth, like very very smooth. So definitely, and if you're wondering about if your ancestors are gonna like each other, ask them. Please just ask them because it's better to ask them and then get a no than to mix them together and fucking have a war. Because some ancestors do not get along together, and they will cause more chaos and havoc in your life than blessings. It's a real thing. But yeah, that's the thing though. The African spirituality, they accept everything. They don't really care that much. It's like they're very lenient. It's like the natives though. When you step into native ground, that's a whole other thing. You working with your native ancestors, if you fuck with the wrong tribe, even if it's in your lineage, they're gonna get pissed off and shit's gonna go crazy. Like you have to watch out. I've noticed that a lot with at least my native ancestors. Some of them just don't get along. That's perfectly fine. I don't force them to. I just sit back and let them keep them separated. Yeah, so you should know what I mean about how some of them just do that. I didn't know there's Ogun practice. No, actually, no. I think because they have their own. They have their own like Ifa divination system, don't they? I think I seen a video of that. I'm in like a hoodoo group, and they posted it. But I've always wondered, like, if I could do Ifa. See, that's the thing though. With Ifa divination, that's a whole other category. Like it looks cool. It looks really fun to do. Yeah, Cory shells. I got it like I'm still kind of putting my foot within African spirituality. I know enough to kind of walk around and get messages, but other than that, I'm not gonna do much else. You know what I mean? Like I'll get messages for me, not from anyone else with that, because I'm not that in it. But it's definitely, yeah. See, that's what I've been wanting to find. I don't know anyone around here though. I don't like, because it's better to see them in person than go online. But I'm in a group that is very, very like, I could trust someone in that group to do it, but I'd still rather go in person. All of them are in Miami. I don't blame them. That does seem like a really big place. I mean, like, honestly, that makes a lot of sense the more I think about it. But I'll definitely have to get a reading from one and see, cause like, I want to have a closer relationship with the African ancestors, because they're really fucking cool. They can do so much. They can help you out so much. And plus, they get shit done quick as well. They don't fuck around. The closer you work with them, the more power they will fucking put behind shit. Like, it's not they don't joke around. They don't fuck around until it's time to joke and fuck around. Then they do. But when it's not, they're very serious. You found what? See, that's another thing. I would expect them to be around Baltimore. That's where fuck. One of my one of my friends knows someone. It's like, I don't know, but he's not really around Baltimore. But he went to Baltimore for like a a rave or something, and he told me that he got his shells read from there, and I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god, everyone's in here. Bobby Joe, Mark, Daniel, Jesus, everyone's popping up now. I gotta jump into this collective reading. I'm having too much fun talking about spiritual. I'm having too much fun talking about African spirituality. I love it. I really do. If you're ever called to mess with like the Oshuns and to talk to them and stuff, I definitely do so. They are some of the most pleasant ancestors to work with. Like, they are, you will, if you have not felt love, you will feel love from them. You will literally feel like a child again with them. It is some of the most unique energy you'll ever experience. No, you're good. That's the thing. I always love to conversate, but it's like, I'll get so off topic and get I'll forget what I'm doing. I've been shuffling these cards for how long now? I don't need to shuffle them that much. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a pleasure. I love talking. I will all day long. It's just so fun. But that's what I like to do. I just love talking with y'all. I really do. Because it's just like, it's just refreshing. Yeah, make sure your notifications are on, because fucking I've tried to talk to support so many times to see like what's going on with that, and they don't help me out. So I don't know what's going on with it. So just, if you have the notifications turned on, make sure that they're for all notifications and not personalized, because like, people don't get them. And if they do get them, it's like an hour or so later, and it's just really weird. Um, that's the most we can really do. They are stonewalling us. They're not being very nice. Stupid Matrix. Anyway, why are you the first card to come out? What the heck? Why is this the general reading? I don't want to read this no more. The Wheel of Fortune is the first one to come out. You might feel down on your luck. You might feel like under pressure, like things are just going against you at this time. But it might be because you're fighting a current um fighting some form of resistance against life. It's like, because with the Wheel of Fortune, you have this snake on there, and the snake is in the sign way representing life. It's like you might have fell for a sly trick. This could be past, present, take it as it is. But there's this backwards logic. There's this, pressure. That's how it feels. The Queen of Pentacles, and it's might be because the physical isn't nurturing you as well as it should be, or there's something on the physical that you're not nurturing in a way to actually allow you to gain a benefit from. So be careful of that. Be aware of that. I don't know how the wheel is in reverse. I'm just gonna, I mean, like, I don't flip cards around if they pop out like that. So very, like, it's for someone obviously, but be very careful of what you're doing on the physical. Really see more glory, see more light, see more of the blessings on the physical than the lack at this time. Having a lot, having the abundance that you want isn't always a blessing. It can sometimes be a curse if you're not really aware how to use it. So you might be going through a drought period in order to really figure out what you're going to do and how you want to do it. Yeah, okay, good. With the Emperor coming out too, it's definitely the reason why things are feeling a little bit down is because you're sitting up on a new throne. There's a new way of doing things. There's a new way of outlooking. I was really hoping this wasn't going to be like a reverse all the way through. The Emperor upright definitely does make me feel a lot better now with this. Because it's this new leading position. It's this new, it's Aries energy. It's the very beginning of a fire. It's the only reason why the wheel is in reverse now because of all this coming out is because it's a new cycle. You start off on the bottom of the wheel on a new cycle, of course, duh. So really don't pressure yourself. You're doing something new, you're trying something new, it's just now working out. Keep putting in the effort. Don't overwork yourself. Don't stress yourself out. Don't say that nothing's gonna work. Be sure to treat it with care, treat it with lightness at this time. Be very light with it, but as well make sure that you're doing things to keep that flame kind of alive. Right now, especially because it's Aries energy coming out here in 4, it's going to be about time and matter. It's going to be about this flame could either live or it could my phone's on 20%. God dang. The flame could either, stay lit or fall under. So be very aware of that at this time. Just allow that small flame to be there. Add things to it when you can, but don't overbear in it. With the Two of Swords, definitely it's like you might even see this. You might even know that something's starting out, but you're just dealing with the pressure of it starting out. Unfortunately, we have to sit there and feel and go through those events. We can't just snap our fingers and everything fix itself immediately. We do have to go through those moments of things kind of feeling down and under, of things feeling slow and unable to work when we're first starting out, right? It's like I'm getting the little tank engine that could. Like don't force yourself, but don't give up. Keep moving with something. Don't allow yourself to say that this idea is not going to work or something's going to fall apart. Allow yourself to push forward still. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is really why the wheel's in reverse. It's making a lot more sense now. Not that I had like a bad feeling from it. It just really confused me. But regardless, with death coming out, it's a new you. It's a new version of you. You've gone through trials of learning how to speak, of learning how to act, of learning how to be a new version of yourself. And now you might be in that new version of yourself and you're just not aware. And the reason and the things that's going to make you know this is if you're doing old things that no longer are satisfying you. If you're doing old things that aren't pushing you forward, there's a change happening. And you really have to allow yourself to move through with that. This is a very peaceful time. Things are just not moving heavily and quickly for you because you need time to rest. Though you would like to think that you want to go forward and bounce through with all the things, you would exhaust yourself and you would, in the long run, it would be a disaster. So really take this time for a rest. Take this time for absolute planning. Take this time to allow things to come towards you in a proper way. If you have any form of regrets, this even might be a regret because some things in the past that you thought we were going to enjoy or do might not work the way that you're wanting them to, and that might be a little regretful. But you still have those 2 cups. Don't get distracted. Maybe you're just in this feeling of everything's falling apart because you did get distracted in the past. But now again, you know this cycle. You've gone through this cycle. You're at it again, but as a new energy, as a new person. So allow this new person that you're in, this new energy that you're in, to really push you forward. You might be looking back at old things, old patterns, old ways of being right now, old plans to see if they would work. Don't worry too much about them. Definitely take a rest, take a break. Be careful with running with too much again. And again, it's just kind of why it feels like there's so much. If you're going through a lot of pressure right now, it's definitely because you don't need to focus so much on the past ideas. There's past thoughts that you had. You can't take everything with you. You can't take everyone with you, obviously. So keep the same for feelings, keep the same for thoughts, keep the same for ideas. You're going to be getting new of these. So allow yourself to just kind of be in this waiting period and letting the old plans, the old things kind of, fall apart because you're moving forward. There's this there's this new cycle beginning. You've already completed everything that you could in the past cycle. There's a new one happening. You might be looking back and being like, oh, I could have done this differently or that differently. That's not the point that you need to be focusing on. Right now, you've done everything that you need to do. You've done everything that you're allowed to do at this time. So really push yourself forward. There's a new cycle. You've completed what you can right now. And feel proud of that. Let that nurture you. These regrets might even be that you didn't complete everything that you wanted. That's okay. Allow that to be. Don't move forward. With the hangman, again, you might be telling yourself these things. You might just know that you're in a new cycle. You might already know this entire thing that I've said so far. But regardless, it's just about keeping that in the forefront of your mind so that when this self-sabotaging part of you comes back, or the past version of you comes back, it's not going to deter you off course. It's not going to rip you to shreds. It's just going to be there almost as a reminder of what not to do, so you don't end up in those past cycles. And again, you might just be seeing like the things that didn't work out, the imbalances, the way that you were imbalanced. You were over giving or doing too much or spending too much time in one area when you should be focusing on the other. Especially if you've recently got or met someone for a new relationship or met a new friend or something of that nature, be careful not to try and like dump so much of your energy onto them. Allow yourself to still have space to grow, because that is an old cycle that is definitely coming back to try and warn you of, hey, you're doing this again, and if you put all too much energy into this and not what's actually keeping you stable and afloat, things are going to become catawonky again, and they're going to become stressful. So just being aware of that at this time, letting these thoughts that you're getting really rule with you, not rule over you, but rule with you, because they're benefiting you. They're trying to push you forward to see greater links, to see brighter days, to see brighter skies. So allow yourself to do that at this time in the Chariot, because you've been given the keys to go forward. You have been given the key. You're able to go forward. You can go now. Like, it's time, right? But give yourself that rest. You know that you're able to. It's like when you buy a new car, you're not immediately gonna fucking drive it. You're gonna sit there in it for a second and like exhale and be like, I fucking did it. It's like when you make a new step in life, you get a new house or whatever, you're not immediately going like, let me do all these things real quick. You're gonna sit there and be like, I did this. Let me go relax from this house, You finally baked your cake. Don't eat it immediately. Sit there and be like, I baked it. Let me go take a picture of it. Let me do all these other things. You know what I mean? No, now we really all here. Anna popped up. But really allow yourself that serenity. Allow yourself that moment of bliss to be like, everything's working out. You've completed the cycle. No matter how weird it feels, no matter how many regrets you may have, no matter what you're thinking about in the past, you've made it. You've done it. You can't change the past. You can't do anything different with it. Really just move forward with that energy of support, so you can. Period. Come in, Siren. So you really can move forward. Right now, it might be a little bit difficult to know how you want to do things or how you want to move forward as well. There might be a lot of ideas that just aren't forming. You might feel like things are out of your control. And right now, they kind of are out of your control, because you're not the one really in control. It's this higher version of you. It's this invisible version of you that's controlling you, that's blocking certain things out for a reason and only allowing certain things to come through. Allow that part of you to just guide you at this time, because you can't do it by yourself. You need that twin. You need that supportive character with you. Allow them to be there and really just guide you through this. Because again, it's something about missing a beat. You've missed a beat in the past. You know what it feels like. You know how tantalizing it can be. This new version of you is trying to keep you from doing that. The reason you're not getting any ideas is because they don't want you to miss the beat. They don't want you to be so indulged in this thing that you forget what you're actually supposed to do. Which we're people. We're gonna fall for that sometimes. Just how it is. So really focus on what you need to. Don't worry about anything that you've missed. Don't worry about past things. You're like, oh, I should have done this. Like, okay, who cares? That's okay. You didn't do it just yet. If it's supposed to happen, it will come back around, and you'll know it's supposed to be there. Right now, there's not really a plan. The plan's kind of been tore up. If you had a plan of how things were going to weigh out, and they just haven't been weighing out that way, because the plan's not there anymore. There's a new thing happening. You're moving forward to a different location. Like, the plan's been switched up, and maybe you're just getting jet lagged. You haven't caught up to that yet. Just allow that to be. Allow that to exist. Definitely though, take time to meditate. Take time for introspection, because instead of just jumping and thinking that things are going to go crazy and things aren't going to work out, allow yourself to really just meditate on things and bask in the glory of what you have right now. Really sit in a relaxing energy. And again, in the world, because you've been given a scepter to do something different. You are now doing something completely different. For some of you, it's like your plans are just fucked. You no longer do that thing anymore. You're doing something different. That's perfectly fine. Whatever the case is, it's the end of something and a brand new thing is here. Mother's handing you a scepter to do some more stuff with. Focus on that, and that's what you need to focus on. And when you receive this scepter, you're going to need to come back to yourself, because again, you can't do this on your own. You right now don't know what's going on. You and your higher self, this quantum other version of yourself that you've called in, knows what to do and how to do it. Connect with them, and everything's going to go smooth sailing. Remember that always, truly, and just move forward with that, knowing that Mother's already given you the what you need to do to move forward. A cycle is already complete. Things are going to go differently. A change of plans is here. Just allow yourself to have that dignity, and humility. Even allow yourself to have that bit of humility, to move forward with that higher self of you. And even if that higher self seems to be a bit judgmental of the character you are now, it's to shape it into it's to shape you into it, so that you can then move forward without needing its help, so that it can work within you and not be a separate entity from you. But really work on your crown, work on your third eye right now, so you can really get the messages and see what you need to do. If need be, work on your solar plexus and your heart. And if you feel unstable, go to your root. Your sacral, I don't feel like that needs to be worked on unless you're feeling like it does, but definitely the crown and the third eye and the heart for sure are the main focuses, just your upper chakras. And if you've already been working on them, good. Just be aware of them. Just be very attentive to what they're doing. Be attentive to how they feel. Any sort of pressure, new energy going into it, just be aware of it. Don't panic about it, but really decipher what's going on so that you know the next steps to take with it. I'm going to shuffle one more time and take the bottom and the top instead of the split, because the split was not calling my name for that. But we have butterfly metamorphosis. Pay attention to the areas in your life or personality that are in need of profound change or transformation. You are about to enter a phase of expansion and growth, which will be highly beneficial for your future. Antelope decisive action. You are being told that it's time to get moving. Set your intentions and take actions towards making your dreams a reality. You have a door right in front of you. Trust your instincts. Frog, which is transition. This is a powerful time to change. What is going on? There's a train horn. There's sirens. Like, oh, Jesus, bro. Can y'all chill with the signs? I get it. This is a powerful time of change. You're being called to connect with the world of emotions and feminine energies. You may also need to engage in a process of cleansing, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, or energetic. At least they're letting us know that that's happening. I'm not really. I just talk to Devon like that. Y'all know I talk to my guides like that all the time. We go back and forth with it. Be productivity though. It's time to examine your productivity. Disorganization and indecisiveness may be causing you to miss opportunities. Take a moment to prioritize your goals and get a clear view of how to get where you want to go and what it will take to get you there. Hippopotamus exploration. If you become bored with your life, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. Ant, which is perseverance. This is a message of patience. Whatever is going on right now, you cannot be so ambitious. By pacing yourself, the end result will be far more rewarding. Slow down, don't rush, work carefully, and learn to accept help from others. And last but not least, buffalo, which is abundance. Abundance and liberation are finally on the way. It comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting powers of gratitude. You will always have plenty when you express gratitude to every part of creation. So all in all, just good energy, good vibes all around. I can't it just, I don't know. New cycles feel like that sometimes. They can feel really good or very awkward or awful, you know? But at the end of the day, that transition, that feeling that's being felt needs to be felt so you can move on. So however it's feeling, just feel it and know that it's for a good, a higher and better purpose. Especially if you're not feeling too good about it, definitely allow yourself to feel a bit like a lighter. Am I signed into this? Because I gotta respond to that message. It's like bothering me that I'm not, so I'm not gonna respond to it. Never mind. I'm gonna just wait until I get off stream. I don't care. Teamwork does make the dream work always. Is there a list for the 2-card pool? Not right now. To my knowledge, I don't know. If any of the mods know of anyone else, let me know. But right now, no. Let me pull some angel cards, and I'll give you your 2-call. I'll get you your 2-card. But I just gotta get these animal. I got the animal cards, the angel cards. But I got you, Gigi. No worries. I'm glad you came in now. If you came in at the beginning, you would have had to wait for a little minute. We got bombarded at the start, which is beautiful. I love seeing it. It was really good engagement. I can't complain. What did you miss? Literally, like, I think 7 back-to-back 2-card pulls, and then a random chat spam. How long is the wait? However long these angel cards take, and then there's one other person in front of you. There's Gigi in front of you. But we got the angel cards now. I'll read those, and then we'll jump into some more 2 cards and just conversation and whatever else happens. There's a lot of the major cards coming out in these. So we have Knight of Gabriel, confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. Take time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. The Empress, Archangel Gabriel, time to act upon your plans, creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. The 2 of Raphael, 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits, and don't give up on those you love. This is the first angel deck I ever got. I really do enjoy it. The Ace of Michael, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. The 6 of Ariel, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. The Lovers, Archangel Raphael, make choices from the heart, deeply emotional commitments in the power of love. Archangel Joaphel with decision, release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So maybe some of y'all do need to work on that sacral chakra a little bit and that solar plexus. But regardless, do what you got to do. The Chariot, Archangel Metatron, determination and self-control, career advancement and acknowledgement of success by others. And last but not least, the Moon with Archangel Hanael, the opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, and face your fears and grow stronger. Always. And those are your angel cards. Also, if you're wanting 2 cards from the angels, from the animal cards, from the Shadow Tarot, you can request those too. Right now, I'm just doing this. So we'll get Mark, and then I forgot who else it was. We have Gigi, and who was it? It's just gone. I'm blind. Who was it? I know Mark responded. Oh, name. Bruh. Nane. Excuse me. I don't know why I thought your name was name. Excuse me on that one. Unless it is. I'm blind right now. And you. Okay. I'm blind too. We're all blind here. Alright, so we'll get Gigi first. If y'all don't mind to post the names as well whenever I'm done with the second one so I know who I'm calling on, because like scrolling up and down the chat is kind of scary for me right now. But we'll get GG real quick right now and see what's going on in that. And if you're here, well, I appreciate, love that. Thank you. We had the Five of Wands reverse. Right now, you might be succumbing to some things on the physical, and how things look externally, due to pressure from friends, family, circumstances. However, don't fall for that trap. This is Leo and Saturn, and with six is all about the spiritual senses. Really see things from a higher point of view at this time. Walk your own path, especially if you have a calling or you feel like you need to do something different. Don't follow the crowd just because it looks easier, because it's never always going to be easier. Really focus on a higher purpose right now. Really avoid moving with the crowd, move against it. And with the Three of Wands coming out, definitely focus on that. This is Aries, bro. I think it's in Mercury. It's a communication card, but I'm not sure if it's in Mercury or not. I can't remember the chart off the top of my head, because there's a chart to help me remember this stuff really easily, but I can't right now. Anyway, it's Aries. So there's something that's forming there. You need to pay more attention to what you're trying to cultivate in. Really pay attention to your feelings. Pay attention to what's moving around you internally, and not and don't jump ahead of yourself. Don't move forward and then regret doing it because you're the only one doing it. Be the one that stands out. Don't be afraid to stand out. Walk your own path and do so loudly. It's not bad to, and you might not want to because you're afraid of being alone or not having people around you, but that's not a case either, because you're always going to meet people that are going to resonate and like what you're doing the way you're doing it, because authenticity is going to speak more bounds than anything else. So really keep yourself in an authentic energy moving forward. Don't allow the outside world to control your ideas. Okay, so now we have non. Is it nan or non? I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize. So I'll say non, just in case. I don't know the cultural background, so I'm gonna just play it safe. Yeah. But is it a long A or a short A? I'm just curious so I can say it right. But we're doing yours right now. Oh. Okay. That makes so much more sense. Okay. That's actually really cool. Your first card though is the Knight of Wands. You might be moving through some thickness. Things might be a little bit of a headache. You might be going through some like mental cloudiness at this time, and it's because of an idea that you're moving through too late. There's something that's already been matured. 9 is a Sagittarius number, so be very aware of that. 9 of Wands at least is a Sagittarius card. So be aware of the progression that you're on right now. Pay attention to what's causing you headaches. Pay attention to what's moving you forward. And it might feel strenuous and stressful, but with the second card, we'll really be able to give you more advice. The Five of Wands. Yeah, it might be stressful because, again, like you're wanting to succumb to something on the physical, which is interesting that card came out again. There's a lot of Saturn energy coming out. Saturn just being mean to people recently. But don't succumb to the external forces. If something looks stressful due to outside circumstances or due to all sorts of events happening around you, don't worry. Keep moving your own path. It's only becoming this stressful and painful because you're allowing too much focus on it. Focus on what you're desiring to have the outcome as. Focus on what you're desiring to do, and things will lighten up and get easier in that sense. But it's like It's Sagittarius and Leo right now. It's a bunch of just fire energy. There's a lot of passion, and that passion might be backfiring on you due to a lack of action or a concern of how much attention that action is going to have. So move forward, but have less attention on the physical realms to ease it up on you. And then who was the other one? Yes. I don't know how to say your first name. I'm so bad. I'm gonna say Kiara, I believe. I hope, because you're next. I don't want to get your name wrong. I'm so bad with names. I either won't know how to pronounce your name or I won't remember your name. It's one of the two. Sometimes it's both. Well, that's just how it is over here. I'm not gonna act like I know how to say your name if I don't. I'll do my best. But Korea, let's get your card and see what's going on with you. So first, we have the star. Pay attention to what you're learning around this time. Studying will definitely be a good thing for you. Nurturing yourself, nurturing your soul, allowing new skills, new hobbies, new ideas to kind of come around you and build you up at this time is really what you're looking at. There's this nourishing on the physical that's nourishing you on the spiritual, and it's vice versa. Like the more that you're doing things on the physical at this time, the better it's being for you on the spiritual. So really pay close attention to that while moving forward. Yeah, and it's because you've connected with yourself. So you are in this connection energy with yourself. You're moving in the right way. Just keep nurturing yourself at this time. That's the biggest thing that you can do. Keep this connection between your masculine, your brain, your mind, and your heart, your feminine space, your feelings. Allow those two to keep talking the way they are right now. It might not feel like it's like you're doing something right. You might know that you're doing something right. However, this is something that you need to continuously do, because this connection is allowing you to move down a path that's a lot more beneficial for you. So continue to do that moving forward. Yeah, I need to cleanse my space tonight too. Yeah, Saturn just going into sky. Like Saturn's in what, Pisces or something? And it's Sunday. I worked with Saturn last night, and that was an experience to work with Saturn last night. I'm not gonna lie. That was not very. It was a lot more. There was a lot more oomph to what I was doing than I was expecting, which isn't bad. My phone's on 10%. I'm not gonna let you die. I can't. I got like business to handle after this stream, so I'd rather you not like die on me. I'll do my best not to forget your name, Kristen. I just never know. Some days I'll wake up and just forget how to say words. It's just one of those things. Welcome in, welcome in. How we doing? How are we doing? Put the animal cards back up. Does anyone else need a two-card pull, or I don't know why. I keep asking that, and I don't know why. Like it's like a part of me now. I just can't stop asking that. Regardless, does anyone have anything they want to talk about or anything? Just kind of just chilling. Another day in Crazy Town. I feel that. Oh, Mark wanted to. Oh, I pulled. Yeah, I pulled two cards for myself all the time. I got you, Mark. Well, Mark, look, Daniel wants a reading from me, Mark. I'll get you, Mark. I'll get you. I've been thinking about doing a Discord call here soon. I don't know if probably tomorrow. I don't know about what time. I'll I'll do a ping in the server though, for it. If anyone's in there and wants to join on that call, definitely we will. I don't know what it's gonna be about. It just might just be to talking about random stuff or whatever. Just ask questions, you know each other, things of that nature. However, but I'm planning on doing stuff on the Discord here soon. So we have Mark the Knight of Cups. There's some form of feeling that's moving on to the thought forms. If you've been in the feeling stages of a plan, it's definitely time to move forward. You've already been feeling it as well with the white horse. It's about this magical action. So definitely taking action on the physical right now is something you need to do. If you've had something on your heart that you've been like, should I do this? Should I do that? Now is the time to do. This would be a really good time too, especially okay with death coming after that too. Yeah. So the whole reading about the change going on, that was definitely directed some of it towards you. You are going through a rebirth. You are going through a change. Allow yourself to do the things that are new coming up on your mind. Like if you've never thought about doing something before, but it keeps popping up on your mind, definitely do so because there's a new cycle. There's a new birthing of you happening at this time, and it's leading from a heart space type of area, heart space field. So be ready for that transformation. Be ready for it, and allow yourself to move forward. Let's see. What did I? Oh, that's what I did. Okay, I don't know what I clicked at first, but I clicked it right, I guess. Can I? There, no. There it is. I wish I could see what I was doing. I got you, Daniel. I had to take a second to do something though. I was confused. So let's see what's going on with you, Daniel. Let's see what's going up in your energy. So, and your first card is the Three of Pentacles reverse. There's some form of plan that's not working out, or there's some form of plan that doesn't need to be worked on anymore. You might be overworking on something, or you might just need to switch up a plan completely and just let it drop at this time. It definitely has something to do with connecting either with yourself or externally. However, this might be a plan that you have with someone else as well, but it's not really gonna work at this time. It's not kind of falling through. And with the Knight of Pentacles, with the Nine of Pentacles, it's because it's already moved on. If you've been working on something and feeling like you need to continue working on it, you don't. Something's already complete. There's a new idea that's going to be stacked on top of it, so allow that to be formed. But whatever this plan was, it's not working anymore because it's already over. Like it's been exhausted to its fullest extent. Allow that life that this idea already has, whatever this is on the physical, allow it to have the life, and with the black horse, allow it to nurture yourself so that a new idea can come in for you. But whatever that Three of Pentacles, whatever the plan is, whatever that connectivity is, there's already been the max of what you're going to get out of it. So allow that to transpire for something new to add. It might even be like something adding on to it, but it is definitely a time to move forward from that. Okay. See, I didn't even see where Kristen wanted a reading. That's the thing. My brain like shut off. So thank you, Mark, for that. I need extra eyes. I can't do this. I thought I could, but right now, But right now is not the time. Today, right now is a little, my eyes aren't working the best. But I got you, Kristen. I got you, Kristen. We have the Two of Wands. Right now is a time for planning. Right now is the time to know that the divine is backing you. Right now is the divine is showing you multiple paths almost. It's like you're seeing all sorts of ways that you can move with something. And it's not really to move right now, especially since it's the Two of Wands. It's time to connect. The flame is still small, the flame is still being born, this flame is still being birthed. You're already sitting up on top of your masonry, you're already sitting up on top of something that you built last cycle. Now is the time to just see where you're at from here and what else you're wanting to do. And that's what the divine's kind of helping you with. You have all the support that you can, that you need. You can do whatever you're desiring, but sit from where you're at now. What would be the most beneficial step moving forward next? And that might be a little hard because you might be seeing things on the physical that, like, I need to change this, I need to change that. But don't worry about everything. Don't worry about the big picture. Leave that to someone else. Don't worry about the details. Wrong way. Don't worry about the details. Leave that to the divine. Look at the big picture and see, what do you want. Look at the scenery around you. What's the one thing that you're truly desiring? And if it's multiple things, add them up together, and then, like, whatever feeling that gives you is what you want. Like, let's say you're wanting, like, financial release or like a relationship or a new place, then you're just really wanting peace of mind. Instead of asking for all those separate things, just ask for, I would like peace of mind, lead me toward the quickest way to get those, and then do that. But at this time, the divine's just allowing you to see what you have right now. They're backing you up completely, but you need to make a decision of where you're wanting to move next without overcomplicating it, without letting your senses become inflamed, without letting yourself get overwhelmed by all the things that could happen or that you do want to do. And that is the best next step. And that is less is more. Listen. Sometimes you have enough, you just need to be told. Because having too much can be a problem. It really can. Now I can post that because I have a break. But yeah. I don't know. We might have a little talking segment. We might not. I don't know. It all depends on what's going to happen. It depends on how everyone else is feeling for this. Because I'm down for whatever. Obviously, I can't go take a nap right now. Because even after the stream, I got to handle something because of that. Because I got a message. So I got to go handle that too. Which isn't bad. Like, I'm happy I finally got a sale. That's gonna be fun to do. But yeah. Very good energy all around. Today just feels good. You're bored, you want to know about your love life? What am I, 50? Yeah. I'm close enough. I'm 25. Reverse the numbers, I'm 52. But you want to know about your love life? How is the connection with you and yourself? If the connection with you and yourself isn't in a stable connection, then your love life isn't going to be in a stable connection either. That's what you got to ask yourself, really. Because you got to be connected with yourself. You got to love yourself first before you find love. Or you'll be looking for a thing to fill in that gap, and you'll always be searching. Always. And welcome in. Welcome in. All proud. That's good. I don't know. Today just feels different. What is the Schumann resonance doing? Like, what did, like... Italy? What? Well, that didn't tell me anything. That's not what I want to go see. What does the Schumann resonance look like? I haven't seen anything about it today. And I'm not on the right site either. I forgot what site it is. I'll just click on this. They haven't posted since March 1st, which is bizarre. No, the Pope's been dead. I've been saying that. The Pope has been dead. I don't believe the hospital bullshit. He's dead. He's gone. What is it looking like though? What's happening with this? Like, y'all remember how long it took them to announce the last Pope died? Like a month. It took them a whole month to muster up the courage to say, oh yeah, the Pope's dead. And it happened like... they're just doing the same fucking thing. They're too scared. Because they know once they admit the Pope's dead that their fucking time's gonna go down. I don't know, they're fucking weird. It don't matter. At the end of the day, you know. I just not believe in no shit like that. What is going on with this? There's a lot of... Oh, what the fuck? That's weird. That's interesting. There's like an M. There's an M. It's all horizontal lines. Like, literally horizontal lines, and they make an M. That's really interesting. No wonder things have felt so weird. And it's not like bad. That's really good. I don't really know how to read Schumann resonances without having a little chart beside of it. But from my like memory, it's not bad. There's no black spaces, so there's no timeline jumps. But there's a lot of like green and yellow and lit like not like very very small bits of red. So like if you know how to read Schumann resonances, I guess you would know more. But unfortunately, I don't have the chart next to me. But yeah. I just got like Michael or like Mary from that. You know what I mean? Like it's, I don't know. I'll have to go look. Because there's someone, I forgot her name, but I follow her on Facebook, and she gives the best updates for Schumann resonances. She gives some of the best. I'm going to have to go on Facebook and check that out. Mm-hmm. Mary and Gabrielle are lovers. I'm not gonna go back into that whole thing. No, but I went down to the lobby and I was talking to them about because one of the workers was like, "So what do you do?" And I was like, "I do tarot," and then I like get yelled at by random people online for knowing things. And he said, "Oh." And then we started talking about biblical stuff. Like again, I don't want to talk about biblical stuff, but it happened and we were just talking about how people like they don't get the Bible, and like one of the dudes who works here is he's in the Wicca. So we were having a whole ass conversation about the Bible and like what's going on in that, and it was really interesting to talk to him about that because he knew it was like it was genuinely like talking to a mirror because we were just sitting there talking about stuff. We started talking about Lilith and um the enunciations of words, and then another one of the workers brought up the Quran. We started talking about that. It was really interesting. It was interesting, but I can't escape talking about religion, dude. It's like following me around. I think it's funny. I know why I'm being talked about it so much because it's probably something I'm gonna talk about here soon. Like I think that's the next thing I'm gonna be majorly talking about is stuff of that nature. So I guess it's just getting me used to talking about it. But it was really nice to have conversation. It was really nice to have spontaneous conversations like that, because a no one was yelling at each other, no one was being called smarter than anyone else, no one was being weird. We were all just like having a natural conversation about it, not throwing any shade, not throwing any smoke, just saying, yeah, this is this and this is that, and it was just really calm and peaceful. So I can't complain. It was very nice. It was a nice event. Yeah, like it's not that hard to talk about these subjects, but I mean it is. I guess. But it was a very neutral, calm conversation. It was very nice. It was very educational. I like having educational conversations because I learned something. I learned some things that I didn't know, and then I taught people things that they didn't know, and it was just a really good time. And it was a very fun and beautiful time. Because I wasn't fully familiar with Lilith's whole background, so the one of the workers broke it all down for me, and I was like, okay, like thank you for that. And then I looked into it a little bit after, so I learned a little bit about Lilith today, a little bit more than I knew, and that was really nice. Yeah, it really is. It depends on who you talk to. Some people can't talk about it. Some people can. How many religions are there in the world? Too many. Too many. Not even in like a bad sense. It's just there's too many for me to count right now. Because if you're going to talk about religions, I made a religion when I was like 13 with one of my friends. We had a Halloween nose that was stuck up on my wall, and we went on Omegle and started telling people about the new religion of how to praise the nose. So even though that was fake, it still counts as a religion because we fully convinced someone that it was a religion. And it was really fucking cool. And not cool, it was funny, really. But if we're gonna go about those standards, people are making religions up every day. And can I share what I learned about her? Uh, I didn't know off bat that it was her. Um, that was that got the snake. Um, that got the snake to talk. You know, because everyone says it's Lucifer. I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was Lilith with the snake that was getting revenge on Adam. I didn't know that. So I learned that. Um, which is interesting. I forgot the forbidden name of God. that she said to receive the power to fly and leave as well. I forgot what it was, but I was reminded to look that up. So I learned to remember that, but I didn't know about the serpent being a Lilith thing. I didn't really care if it was Lucifer or not, but I didn't know that it was Lilith behind that to get revenge on Adam for for what he did for not liking her. So that was interesting to learn. And then I delved into it a little bit. After that, I looked up a little bit of research on it, and it is factual. So that was interesting to learn. Well, that's really about it. We didn't really go into too much depth about it. We just talked about like the basic. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, it was the fact that Lilith was equal to Adam and she wasn't going to submit. And people didn't like that because they wanted women to submit. They wanted the feminine energies to submit to the masculine. So then they they use the story of Eve being made from Adam's rib as a way to be submissive, to make woman feel less than man, even though woman created man. And that rib is the ribosome that created Eve. Not really a rib, but we don't go down that deep. Because Adam was 100% sedated and surgically acted upon. The Lord caused a great sleep upon him. That's anesthetics as fuck. I don't care what anyone says. Adam was messed with surgically, and his ribosomes were taken out, and they did some fucking shit and made a ribosome into a woman. And same thing with like cloning animals. They basically just cloned Adam. The gods did. The Anunnaki did. I'll take you down that path for that long. They bit the forbidden fruit. Yeah, Adam's the one that got in trouble, though. Eve could bite it. Eve could go eat whatever the fuck she wanted. God said, Adam, you don't go in there. And that had nothing to do with Eve. Adam was the fucking fool. Adam said, no, I can't eat this. And then he ate it anyway. And then he fucked up everything because he didn't listen. It's no one's fault, bro. It's Adam. It's not Eve. It's not Eve's at all. Eve didn't know. Eve couldn't hear the word of God until Adam bit the fucking apple. Yeah, there's not that much stuff about her. Yeah, they like basically the whole religion of that is like it's Eve's fault. Like it's not Eve's fault. Adam cursed Eve. Adam was really pissed off at Eve for it because it's like, why did you tell me to eat the apple? Why the fuck did you eat the apple? You were told not to. It's no one's fault but yours that you got tempted by flesh and did that shit, dude. Don't be blaming anyone else. That's where scapegoating started. Blame yourself. You knew what to do. You fucking didn't do it. It's your fault, bro. But no, we like scapegoating. That's what we do. It's Earth. Remember, we scapegoat everyone. Everything is everyone else's problem, and I'm the perfect one. That sounds crazy as fuck to say out loud, really. But you know what I mean? Like that was the first scapegoat ever. Eve told me to do it. Okay. Well, I told you not to, so why the fuck did you listen to her, not me? I don't know what you just. I didn't think that far about it. Dude, it sounds fucking crazy when you say it out loud. But when you're saying it in your head and you're in that type of energy, it makes sense for sure. But when you say that shit out loud, it's like, huh. So that's what the ego sounds like, huh? It's fucking weird. So that's what I sound like today. Like, that's why I talk out loud all the time. Even if it's not talking to my guides. If I'm not sure of something, I'll say it out loud. And if it doesn't make sense, it's over. I'm not gonna say it. There ain't no reason. I would rather humiliate myself um, than continuously be a jester. You know what I mean? Let me be wrong. Do not let me jest. But yeah, that's what goes on within the mind, within the body. But today's been a really really good day for sure. Very educational. Very very educational. But yeah, if no one's needing any card pulls from any like the shadows, the angel cards, the tarot, or the animal cards, I'm gonna give like 5 more minutes, 3 or 5 more minutes, and then I'll head out if no one else needs anything. But if you do, final call. So I gotta go message that person back, and then I'm gonna go nap. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like Eve had like zero free will because of just how the story is and everything. It's fucking awful. And that's really what Adam wanted. Adam didn't want a fucking woman or a wife. He wanted a slave. He wanted a brainlet that wasn't gonna like, you know, disobey or stand up because man felt inferior for some fucking reason. Well, ego, duh. But and peace out, Mark. Thank you for stopping by and helping out with the with the chat. I appreciate love it. But yeah, it was. I can't. I don't know. It just feels like a really good day today. Like I don't feel like I don't know. It's just one of those things. The birds have literally been chirping nonstop, and thank you, Mark. Goodness. Yeah, I pull cards for myself all the time. If I'm really confused, if I get like really stumped, if I really get stumped, I go all in. Like I don't do if I get guys I'll do two cards, but if I'm like not knowing what the fuck's going on, I'm using at least 5 of these, and I'm using these until I get what's going on. Like, let me tell you, what's going on for next week with the angel cards? I don't know. I can't really tell you. Time's always going to change. So today's perspective for the next week would be different than just doing it by the week. So I could tell you what it's going to be like based off of today, but if the energy that you have today isn't the same carbon copy energy, it's not going to be the same moving forward, technically, which is how energy works and everything. Always, I love standing. I love standing. I love sharing the knowledge, the wisdom, and handing out time. Can I fucking speak? Damn, I like hanging out here. I'm tired of you already. You haven't even happened yet. I'm tired of Mercury retrograde. That shit it's the shadow period. I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm stuttering so much. It's like every time. It's not gonna stop. It's like that's my kryptonite. Mercury retrograde is my kryptonite. I can talk to people, but I will stutter. Well, yeah, I can pull a card for your month to see what the lesson for this month is gonna be for you, Pooja, and I can definitely pull an angel card for today. I got you. Did you want one as well, Simon? Cause I can use. Yeah, I can get you all. If anyone else needs one, add right now, because these are the final 3 so far. If you want one, it's okay. Don't be afraid to ask. But this is the final list. This speak now or forever hold your peace until like I decide to stream again, which might be later on tonight. But right now, Pooja, your for the month is definitely, yeah, I can get you in, Cassandra. Right now is this month lesson for you is definitely to connect with yourself. Learn to be in balance with yourself so that you can listen to your higher self more often. Learn to sit still and to truly listen to what the divine has to say rather than jumping around at this time. But yeah, I can get everyone else who's asking after this. But after the last one is read, everything's good. Um, But right now, Pooja, really allow yourself to connect with yourself. Allow yourself to really sit in and truly listen to that higher self version. And the way you're going to do that is by a mastery over your feelings. Allow yourself to feel things more. Don't be so afraid to feel things, even if they don't feel good. It's about being authentic right now. This month challenge is really the Venus retrograde energy, being authentic, being true to yourself. And even on the days that you don't feel good, allow yourself not to feel good. What are you going to do when you don't feel good? Take care of yourself and nurture yourself in those ways. Don't try and bull force things. Even if you're not, just pay attention to yourself a little bit more closely at this time. And let me get angel cards. Let me get the 2 angel cards for you. And we'll get those 2 angel cards for you. Is there a mod in here still that can like give me a list? Because I'd seen on my phone that there's another request. I need a list. Someone help. It don't bother me. I just gotta know who's doing what and where, so I don't miss no one. I'd rather get through all of them truly than miss one. Because it ain't no bother. It really isn't. But I'll get the angel card and then we'll move on to Simon. But we only get 2 because we're not doing a whole reading. So we'll get the top and the split. Because that's usually how these ones want to work. Oh my lord. Well, I guess this finger cast is just going to keep ripping off and I'll just take it off and... Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, 7 of Gabriel. Stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, and claim your personal power. And the 4 of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. So those are the angel cards for today, definitely. And money is energy, so don't think that money is going to just be currency. Money can literally just be the amount of energy that you're spending on certain things. So, Simon, we got you. This finger just feels so weird. It's like depressurizing. Oh my lord. Can I get y'all to work with me? I guess not. That's okay. So Simon, your 2 cards, if I can stop dropping them. Your 2 cards. Your first one is the 4 of Swords reverse. You might be going through some restless thinking, some thoughts that are kind of keeping you up, some thoughts that are overly repetitive within your mind. Really paying attention to that and allowing them to rest, especially if it's the same thought happening over and over again. It's trying to show you a solution, but it may be overbearing to you at this time. Right now, what you're trying to do is connect to yourself, and you might even be connected with yourself, especially with the Lovers being upright. It's like you're connected to yourself, but whatever your higher self is telling you, you're almost pushing away because of all sorts of like uneasiness or a bunch of mental stress. So really take time to decompress within the mental realms. Take time to really allow yourself to nurture yourself and listen to the thoughts that are happening. Getting more rest, paying attention to dreams, or if you daydream or however, paying attention to that whenever you can and seeing the messages there. Taking outside, going outside as well. I just heard going outside, taking time outside would definitely help you clear up that energy for you as well. And thank you, Pooja. Thank you. I greatly appreciate love that. I gotta stop saying appreciate. It's like I'm trying to work on that. So Cassandra, you are next. I'm gonna get you and see what's going on with you. So we have the Knight of Cups reverse. I like how like the similar cards are kind of coming out. I'm not really sure why, but it's like the theme. But the Knight of Cups is coming out for you, Cassandra. So right now is not the time to move on from trying to feel something, from trying to work something out internally. And definitely spend time working on that. If you feel like you need to move past it because of stress, figure out where that stress is coming from. But there is something that you need to think about at this time. There is a higher purpose for why all these thoughts are coming towards you. And while these feelings are around you, excuse me, not the thoughts, but these feelings are coming towards you. They're not there to block you and hinder you, but there's something that you have to inspect deeper. So learn, with the Page of Cups even after that, learn how to speak fish. Learn how to speak how your feelings. Learn to feel yourself differently. There's a message within internally that's inside of you that's trying to get out and talk to you so it can show you a way around or a way to maneuver through a situation. So pay attention to that. Really allow yourself to entertain those feelings. Don't allow them to weigh you down by turning into a thought form and stabbing you, but entertain them in the sense of allowing them to flow through you at this time. We have who is next? No. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get a list going. My brain is like frying right now. So here. We have Lucy. Oh, I have Lucy. I have Lucy then Angel Wings. Cause I'm like up where it's at, but I can't, like, the chat's going so fast, and I know there's probably another one, somewhere down in here. I gotta get Pooja as well. I don't know if I got Pooja or not. I really don't remember. No, I already did. What the heck? My brain's... See, I don't even remember what I just did. But thank you again, Pooja, for the donation. I truly appreciate it. We have Lucy and Angel Wings. Okay. Those are the last two. Oh, my Lord. We're making it through. It's this Mercury retrograde, dude. It's fucking with my eyes. I'm blaming it on that. I don't care. I'm taking a break. I'm blaming it on retrogrades. So let's see what's going on with you. Let's see what's popping up in your field. We have the Knight of Wands. There's an idea that you have that is matured. You're ready to move forward with this idea. Don't be afraid to. Allow this idea that you're faced with to generate the proper emotions and feelings for you so that you can move forward. With the brown horse, it's more of like a childlike horse. It's like a pony in a sense. At least from like how I've studied the card. But you are moving on to a different phase. Allow yourself to be supported by the divine at this time. You might feel like it's a disaster of an idea. You might lose hope in this idea later on, but don't let that idea like crumble. It is worth your while moving forward with it, as it's already going to go to the next stage. Allow it to just blossom and grow on its own, and don't push things too much. Allow it just to move where it needs to move. And now we have angel wings. Angel wings. Let's get you. Let's see what's going on with you. And then the requests are closed. Once the first card comes out, the requests are closed. I'm making that statement out loud so that I stand by it. Because I know if I pull the cards and I see someone, I'm going, oh, okay, I'll get you in too. I can't keep doing that. I got other things to focus on. Welcome in. Yeah, I gotta get a break. I gotta go respond to I gotta go handle a client. That sounded awful. I gotta go respond to someone who's buying something off of me, and then I gotta go bed. I gotta go Betty by after that for a minute. You'll take a pull. I haven't pulled a single card yet. You are so lucky. You are so lucky, Anna. If I pulled a card, I would have said no. You are so lucky. That came out like I go handle a client. Like, golly. No. Art is the last one. This is what I'm talking about. Art is the last one. The card is pulled. The art is the last one after this. No one else is getting a read until I come back. I gotta. Dude, I'm being tested today, like out the wazoo. I love it today. Today is just such a fun day. Anyway, angel wings, we have the Four of Pentacles. Today is a day for introspection. Take time to meditate. Take time to really look inside of you and make a decisive choice. You have two paths to choose. You can choose the path that the divine is gracing you with, or you can choose another path that seems better. At this point in time, you really need to meditate and focus on that. You might be considering things based off how long something's going to take, or how how soon something's going to happen, or how much it's going to bring. But right now, you need to take the cup that the divine's handing you, and the only way to see which cup that is fully is by getting in this meditative mode. Be careful of your choice, because the other choice is not going to be of a benefit. Really sit down and meditate before you make a choice, because right now in the energy that you're in, you're not going to make the exact choice that you need to. So really focus on that, because this crossroads is going to determine a lot for this. So be in meditation and choose the path of the divine so you can receive what you're wanting, and not receive this other part. This could even be you needing to meditate about past cycles that relate with losing things, or relate with not choosing the right path, so that you can be more familiar of what makes you choose those type of paths. It makes you choose not the wrong, but the lesser road when it comes to the crossroads. So pay attention to that and really delve into that today. And even again, like, ask your guides for the assistance to help you choose the higher path, and not fall for the trick of Saturn where it says, oh, this path would be better. You know what I mean? That's what's going on right now. So really take time to focus in on that type of questioning if you're doing meditations and things. And thank you, Lucy, for posting them in chat. I have a little text thing up pulled up, but it really does help me to see it in the chat as well. So we have Anna. What's going on with you? What is going on with you, Anna? We have the Ten of Cups reverse. Right now, things aren't aligning. The celestial bridge isn't fully intact, and this is why things aren't being as smooth as they could be. Take time to reconnect with the divine. Call on the divine, call on your ancestors, call on whoever you need at this time to really get a stronger connection. It's not that you're making a wrong choice or anything's going to fall apart, but your connection isn't as strong as it needs to be for you to make a proper decision moving forward. So right now, take the time to come back to yourself. Really take time to look into your heart space and call upon the divine again and just say, where do I need to do? What am I actually desiring to do? And what am I trying to move forward with? Yeah, especially since you are procrastinating, really come back to your heart space. Remember the why. Remember why you're doing these things so you can break out of that procrastination spell. Also, if you say you're going to do something, don't wait more than 4 days. If you wait 4 days, then you're back into the procrastination cycle. That's literally how it works. After 4 days of inactivity, you then get into a default mode of not wanting to actually do anything. So really, really pay attention to that. It can even be as simple as doing art. If you need to draw something, if you're needing to get out of procrastination, you can just doodle for a minute, and then that will get your brain into wanting to do activities, and then it's going to stimulate yourself and go hey, I should do this, I should do that. So focusing on that. But art, we got you, and then I'm gonna leave and be back later, probably. But yeah, if you've noticed the procrastination, definitely take time to reconnect with yourself and remember the why. Remember why you're doing things before you start running or procrastinating again, because that's going to be the fuel that you need to really push yourself forward. Oh my lord, everything is falling apart. But art, let's get you and see what's going. And no worries, Simon, I got you. And thank you for the membership. I don't remember if I thanked anyone or not for the memberships, but thank you all for joining the memberships as well. Art, you got the Ace of Wands. There is a fresh idea that has been disposed to you, and you are to move with it whichever way you want. Pay attention to it. This idea might have come to you in the form of something on the physical. Maybe someone told you something. Maybe you've seen something that you're wanting to do, or just a random thought came into your mind, and you're like, "Hey, I should do this." Follow that idea because it's giving you a new path to take. It's the reason you have this idea is because of a form of emotional maturity, and you're going to need to keep this emotional maturity, this maturity over your feelings, of knowing how your feelings are and knowing how you operate, is going to help this idea grow more. So really pay attention to that idea and keep the same stature of self that you have right now, because that's going to really help you push things forward. It's going to allow you to really see a higher state of what you need to be in a higher state of even where this idea can take you and how much it can grow. But with all that being said, we have completed everything, and this is going to be the outro because I gotta go do some stuff. Oh really? Well, heck yeah, let's go. Listen, ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. That's all you gotta do. That's literally all you have to do. Regardless though, thank y'all for coming in. It's been beautiful. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for all the memberships. It's been a huge blessing. I love each and every one of y'all to the moon and back. It's always a pleasure being here, talking, doing these readings for you. Today's been very busy with them, and I enjoy it. I might be a little exhausted, but you know what? I haven't done this many rapid readings in a long time, so I'm just getting back in the flow of things. But thank you all so much for coming here. I truly do appreciate love all of you to the moon and back tenfold and forever, and I will see you all later.